Okay, today's February 19th, 2019. It's feeding day at the ranch for the elk. Already fed the cows. Heading back out from the little cow area now, back into my hay stacking area to grab another couple of bales of hay to go feed the elk. The hay I get here is from Talbot Family Farms. These are just a local farm here in Malad. I get really good hay from them. I'm very pleased with the product they give me. I get it from them every year. This little skidster that I have here, I bought this from Western States Cat up in Pocatello, Idaho. This is just a good little machine. Those folks up there were really good to work with me. I've been very pleased with this little machine. I get a little run in here to get underneath the bales so I can lift them. And I can't tilt my hay fork back far enough, so I have to kind of lift it up like I'm doing there. That kind of rocks it back so they don't fall forward on here. If you look close, you can see my dog inside the cab there. He's my right hand man, kind of guiding me, make sure I don't hit any cows or elk while I'm driving this. I can't go anywhere with him. Have a little bit of an accident here. Get rocking a little bit too much, go down a little loop. Whoops. Tipped it forward. Okay, hope the cat dealership doesn't see that on their butt. I just stack the bales up. This is a tough little machine. Stack the bales back on top of each other and just keep going. On here, it's been really nice. I'm really glad I got the enclosed cab on here. In the winter time, I can go in there within just a few minutes. It's heated up, hotter than I can stand it in there, and it is just really nice. I can go out in the winter time with just a t-shirt on, not much else, and stay nice and warm. In the summertime, it has the air conditioning feature, and instead of being out there in all the dust and dirt and even rain in the spring, I can just get in that enclosed cab, use the heat if I need to, or use the air conditioning, and it is really nice. Now I'm just headed back out of this area of our ranch. I got to go down the road here a little bit down to the elk pen. So I'll see you down there in just a second. And here I am going in the elk pen. I got about 50 elk here. These are purebred Rocky Mountain Elk on here. I try to feed these in the same place. You can see that little area there where I've been feeding them. I used to try to spread this out different places, but with the residue, the leftover hay, and them tromping it down, it seemed to just kind of beat up in the summertime that grassy part of the pasture, and so I'd have all these spots that I'd get more invasive weeds. So I've limited it now to just trying to feed in one spot here, and then in the spring when the snow melts and we're done feeding them, I can take this particular area. It's nice. It's nice and condensed. I can take this, push all this up in a pile, and it's easy to clean up and make a manure compost pile. Then I'll let that manure mature and compost for typically about 2 years is what I do, and then I use it back in the garden. I've just turned the vehicle around here so I can open the door towards the hay. It's just easier getting in and out, so I don't have to run around the machine. You can see the bull elk there. In the wintertime, he's more docile in the wintertime. He's not going to mess with you, try to charge at you. So like he will when it's in the rut. During say in the August to November time frame when he's in the rut, he will try to charge you if you're in here. You can get in the pen with him. But in this winter time, about the only thing you really got to watch for is just you don't want to get too close to him and just have him kind of sway his antlers to kind of knock you out of the way, or else you could get hurt. What I'm doing here is I'm cutting the baling twine that bales these hays together. They're about 1,500 pounds each. So I like to cut those clean that up as I go along. I don't like to leave those on the ground and then try to clean them up later on in the spring or summer. They get just pushed down in the ground and they're just a problem. So it's easier just to do it right as you take it in. I trained my dog Shadow to stay in the cab. He used to like to get out and go dip with the elk, but chase them around, but then they want to chase him back, and so now it gets to be kind of a fight between the dog and the elk, and I just try to teach him to stay in the cab and not get out. I only have to feed, with this number of elk and these bales of hay the size of that, I only have to feed them about once a week. You can see how much snow we got, about a foot or so more snow since the last time I had to feed them. And this cat just does really good going through the snow. It does not get stuck. It just, now this is level ground here, but so I don't have to go up or downhill, but it still does really nice just going through this thick of snow. It's thick, it's crusty on here, so it does really well. To go and get the hay, feed the elk, feed the cattle, it takes less than a half an hour, usually 20 minutes, a half an hour. So it works out really nice. I like this operation where we've tried to streamline it, feed them those multiple bales of hay, and just have to do this once a week instead of every day. And that's it. I'm headed back out, off to doing other things. Thank you.